and starting it anew. Okay. So, there we go. Yeah, it's recording again. Okay, for people really freaking Minecraft's being dumb and wanting me to log in my account again. Okay then, there. Yeah, for people who actually I'm not. Should I put this on YouTube as well? We'll see. But for anyone who is watching this on YouTube, we just finished with Port of the Ruin, Castlevania Port of the Ruin. And yeah, since we have about 2 hours left, yeah, we might as well fill it. We might as well fill it with a bit more than just nothing. So yeah, I thought it might as well show off a bit of the Minecraft stuff I've been working on a semi. Yeah, the server of a friend who has only invited a few people. I'll leave it at that. Okay,
Wait,
so let me get this game running.
Are you allowed to show it on stream?
I don't think they'll have a problem with that. It's more allowing people onto the server that would be a problem. But for that, I'd need to share the mod pack in the first place, which is pretty simple. It's mostly just Cobblemon, aka Pokemon in Minecraft, and the Create mods, along with some extensions and additions. Okay. So, let me actually swap over to the showcase, because I don't want to change up things in the Dominus scenes. So, turn that one off. And turn that on. Okay, Minecraft, there we go. Instantly latches on. Okay. And, yeah. It's my... I'm probably way too cautious with calling people friends. But I think I can call Zerri a friend for inviting me to this and everything. And yeah, their server isn't always online, so I don't know the specifics of how all of this works, but yeah, if there's no one on the server for X amount of time, it shuts down, and when someone tries to join again, it starts up again. Okay, just need to refresh a few times until it's actually awake. Actually, are they online? Then I can ask them directly. Let's see. They aren't... No, they aren't online at the moment. Okay, I'll still send them a message, and if they don't want people being shown the server, I'll just delete this afterwards.
Yeah, otherwise we could just... Either Minecraft or we could just end it early.
True.
Since, again, originally we planned to not stream tomorrow if we finish the game early. But now so we... Again, I'm pretty sure I should say this. Nothing is ever written in stone.
Yeah. If it is quote-unquote written in stone, it's carved, not written.
Oh, true.
And, yeah, I've been busy, as you can see with this, huh?
Oh, bloody heck.
Okay, damn it. If that's what I think... If that means what I think it means something's been trampling some of my crops. But, yeah, welcome to Create. Create 6 to be exact. Let me grab that before I forget it again, because I keep losing these damn things. And, yeah, one of the big things that Create 6 added, to my knowledge, I hadn't played before this version in quite a while, is that it allows for a lot more logistical stuff. Also, yeah, there's Pokemon all over the place. Yeah, the server is running on peaceful, so there aren't any skeletons and such spawning. And yeah, it looks like something has gotten into my berry farm to start stomping around.
Oh dear.
Okay, I should probably just seal the thing up entirely.
Yeah. To continue on what I was saying earlier, I could see us just ending stream earlier, just to have a break to be well rested for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'll just leave it to maybe a half an hour of this, and then we'll see.
Yeah.
I may as well give a bit of a tour of this place. Over here, we've got the apricorn, apricorn, not apricot. Apricot is an actual plant. The apricorn farm, which is just simple. It's a one of these gantries going back and forth and harvesting them as they mature. It can't pick them up, so that's why these are here. The only issue with this at the moment is that it is rather slow, but they don't grow too quickly. And I could probably upgrade it to just have more above. And yeah, nothing too much to say or see here. This is, well, the same as with the apricorns. Contraptions can't pick up the berries from the bushes. So let me just send this thing to just fly back and forth quickly. This one is connected to my main network, which is going a lot faster. Oh wait, wrong one. There. It's the clutch that I needed to hit. Yeah, that's quite speedy, as you can see.
I looked away just to take a meatball.
And yeah, it hits that redstone contact over there, which then activates this one, which triggers this toggle latch, which, well, tells this gear shift if to go on or off. It's on now because it hits the contact, which is connected to a redstone link with the same frequency as this one, and so it goes. Let me just stop that. But yeah, as you can see, all of the berries are just laying useless here, which is what all of these encased fans are for. So I turn those back on, and they all get sucked onto the... one apparently into my hand. They get sucked onto a belt that feeds everything into here. Okay, there is one problem though, as you can see there. Oh, besides me just getting sucked into my own machine. Yeah, berries and such can get stuck on tiny little ledges, like, well, normal dirt from farmland getting walked on. So, yeah, I'm going to need to seal this thing off completely. And, yeah, it's like normal Pokemon berries, they can have different effects, like restore a quarter of max health after being hit by a super effective mood. Some of these are only used as fishing bait here. Let's see, 25% chance to attract special defense nature. Okay, and yeah, for overflow, or because it just produces way too freaking much, I have a second chest. This isn't connected to my logistical network, at the moment at least. And I still need to make a sugarcane farm. I already have a different kelp farm. I don't know how this one ended up in here. I didn't put them there. So I'll just leave it at that. And yeah, these chains overhead, they're the most effective way of transferring power from the steam engines over there. So let me head there first. Past all these other interesting things.
So wait, something there?
Just staring out into the factory. Okay, let me actually swap this out.
Wait.
There.
Let's take a look at his face.
Yeah, I changed the skin.
No,
Actually,
I mean the villagers.
Also, can you guess who this is supposed to be?
I think I know who.
They ran off.
I was going to guess that he's staring angrily at your machines being so loud.
That and probably because I've got them locked in this area. Because this village I had to repopulate with quote-unquote volunteers from the next village over. Because I think all of the idiots got themselves killed on one of my tree farms. So, yeah, they just all share a dormitory in here. Or actually, no, there's a bit extra over there and that other house. But,
Snick!
yeah, they are quarantined for their own safety.
You say quarantine for their own safety, and they're stuck there with a snake.
Okay, yeah, as you can see, I've been a bit busy with this starter of mine, Blaziken. Okay, rotten tomato goes in there. Got all of their workstations set up here for trading. Though there is one who is outside here. I still need to remove all of this. This is previous setup. The original Africorn farm that I had here, and that tree farm, which is probably coated in blood. But yeah, over here I've got a single one singled out for this healing machine. Because that gives them a new profession, nurse. Which, well, gives you healing items and such for Pokemon. Though the important one is this here, the Revival Herb. You can only get this through, well, nurses and 2 very specific Pokemon. And, well, those are rather needed to make revives. Which, again, are needed to make machines, or the healing machines and such.
Oh dear. I'm also surprised that they didn't turn into Nurse Joyce.
That would have been both. That would have been hilarious, but probably also pretty disturbing. Yes, cardboard armor. Oh, I have the perfect. Where is it with this one? Okay, let's put that back on.
And wait, how would Nurse Joy be disturbing?
Not the Nurse Joy themselves, but more how a villager would be morphed or attempt to look like a Nurse Joy.
All right, the idea of a villager trying to cosplay as a Nurse Joy, you mean?
Yeah. Also, if you can guess what this is supposed to ape with the colors, you get a cookie.
Yourself?
Nope. Need to make an automated farm as well. Or I have an automated farm here already, as you see, but one that's connected to everything. Because these chains don't only move stress units, as the power type is called. They also move other stuff. So if I'd say, get some cobble, and send that over to Crush. What happens is this sends a signal, which... Oh, right, the cobblestone generator isn't connected to this. Or is it over here? Wait, am I drawing a blank on my own factory? Yeah, but yeah, over here, I've got 2... Put those on so it'll give info. 2 steam engines at level 9 running, which are being fed by this tree farm over here. Which again goes rather slowly, but it goes fast enough. And yeah, that puts it... Give me a sec to put these back on. Yeah, these are diving boots, upgraded to netherite level. Pair of heavy boots allowing for better traversal of the ocean floor, including oceans made of lava. Wheeler also is no longer affected by mechanical belts, which, well, when you have a bunch of belts going around, that's a real lifesaver from getting moved around all over the place. But yeah, all of the wood goes in here, then gets stored in these 2. This one is backup for just the entire system for wood being needed. All of this gets fed, and yes, that is them snoring. Here, the logs get dropped in front of a depot next to some lava and a fan, so that gets turned into charcoal, which feeds the steam engines. And yeah, as you can see, it produces more than plenty. Climb out of this. Also, something I learned about steam engines, it isn't the amount of water specifically gets provided, it's the speed at which it gets provided. So, yeah, one of these each have a single pump feeding into them, is just going at, well, 180 rotations a second, or no, per minute, I think it is. Yeah, per minute. So, yeah, once you've got a good amount of copper, wood, blaze burners, hello, you can get a massive amount of power like that, almost 150,000. And yeah, I've got these arms feeding the blaze burners because that's easier to do than having to try and move it into them with belts and such.
What about the cats?
Yeah, that's a wild one that spawns from the village. I guess in peaceful mode they don't run away from you, so... I thought I had fish on me. There it is. Salmon. Okay. We can bring them along. Okay. Yeah. PC, healing machine. Speaks for themselves. These you can't actually mine. Even if you have silk touch, they will still break, so do not break them. Yeah, all of this over here is just a logistics network of materials that... These are these are very much endgame-ish stuff. These gauges, you can assign an item to it. Then it will check with... it needs to be connected to one of these stock links. It'll check for the amount that there is of it. Okay, I'm out of those, it seems. Let me turn this down to like only 2 stacks. And yeah, you can assign... Yeah, you can link these to other stuff. Or other gauges like this, like with the Pokeballs here. With adding new connections, then you can, well, make recipes with them. Either with mechanical crafting or just slapping them together for in a mixer or such. And then you can add a destination where it needs to be sent to. And yeah, the network will try to keep up the amount that's requested. So there's a stack of each of these in the system. So let me pull all of those out. So you can see it get to work. And not sending them to crush, they'll just get destroyed there. Send. That gets packaged into a cardboard box. And, well, the ones that they're sent to will then pick them out. Now it's automatically trying to make new Pokeballs. So let's follow that over to the crafting area here. I should probably have these facing each other, so it's easier to see if they're stuck or not. That can be a problem if you mess up the recipes. But yeah, it just automatically puts them together, puts them into these barrels, which then sends them out into this covered system. I covered this up because the freaking Pokemon kept getting onto the belts and just getting stuck in places.
Oh.
And yeah, each of these does something. The names will generally tell what. These shafts, it's pretty simple. The packages get put into the box, put out. They then get run or moved over these mechanical saws, which actually open up the packages. Because once they're in a package, you can't easily take them out, but the machines can't. Then, yeah, I kind of built over this to put this in here to speed this up. The packagers, or no, not the packagers. This is for making rail tracks. Next over here is the casings. This simple, just a deployer with andesite alloy over it. Though to fuel or to provide for it, I have set up this as well. You can casing refill because, well, it needs the andesite alloy. It's easier to have that refill on its own through a system. Let me try and get up here quick. Yeah, this is a redstone requester. It's kind of in the name what it does. When it gets a signal, it'll call for this to be delivered from the system over there, from that big-ass vault. And yeah, this threshold switch over here, it checks how much of this is in here. So yeah, at the moment, more than one stack, it'll turn off. If I remove this, it'll turn on. It gave the little ping. It sets off the lamp here. And there's the refill. That way I don't have to constantly try to refill this myself. Okay, Lydian. And yeah, this is where everything of all of that meets up again. Under the bell, on the tunnels. And then this one sends it all back because it's labeled. Okay. And yeah, to avoid just the entire network getting flooded with boxes, it's set up to a 10-second timer. Okay. Next we have pack, which is, well, just compacting stuff together. Sandpaper speaks for itself. It's just sandpapers, whatever gets run underneath it. Mostly just rose quartz stuff. Press speaks for itself. Precision is just the precision mechanism stuff. With all the other ones, I have it doubled up to, well, double up processing, but precision mechanisms are infrequent enough, or infrequently enough used that I can just have only one system work for it. Saw, it's just sawing stuff, mostly logs. Mixer, mixes stuff, and we're at craft again. Crush also speaks for itself, just a crushing system. Heated mix, hot press, basically the same as before, only there's lava and such involved, or with heated, there's blaze burners underneath it. You can just about spy one here. That cat is still somewhere trying to follow me. Up there you are. I should probably get a name tag for them. And yeah, through a little trickery, with these I also need to send over fuel for these, of course, because I don't have a specific farm feeding all of this. What is that doing here? Because there's smart chutes underneath here that specifically draw down or pull down charcoal, which then gets fed to the system. Actually, I can just show it. Also, this scaffolding is exceedingly useful. Yeah. The charcoal falls onto these depots, then this mechanical arm feeds it into the blaze burners. Missed that there's water there. This is my lava farm, a bit small, but it works for all of this. Plus there's a big container of a buffer. That feeds into these for recipes that require lava to be involved. This one isn't active because it's lacking in clay, which I probably should make a farm for that as well, because I'm severely lacking in the amount of it. Yeah, same as there, only it's with water instead. Though it's overflowed at the moment. Oh. Yeah, Flamigo. I do have to say that's probably one of the weakest Pokemon names out there. Now, again,
Yeah.
Flamigo, Flame, Amigo, Flamingo. Okay, got some clay. Send it over.
I guess it's one of those they really struggle to make a pun of it or something.
I guess. Okay. Let's just toss some of that in there. And that makes a material called Viridium. The current materials in there. This one here, which can be made by mixing clay, flint, and lava, and can be crushed to get copper, which otherwise can't be really... Yep, someone's getting pushy. Can't really be automated. Let's see, it needs one more. There. can still be a bit of a nuisance to get stuff into these things. Okay, give me that. There we go. Just to clear out some of this. I probably... Yeah, let me just get all of that flint out of there. It's going to clog up the system. Yeah, let me throw some clay into here as well. That makes a different material. If I can grab it. Okay. I picked it up and immediately placed it again. Okay. Let me put some stuff away. There and there. Put this back on again. Okay. Nope, too quick for me. But yeah, that was making azurine. Or azurine, however you say it. Not touching that because this thing crashes the game, so that's going to get removed. The same as before, but it's with water instead. And when you crush that, you get zinc. So that's one way to permanently get that as well. Do I have any saplings? I do not have any on me, I think, but I can just go grab a few. I think I have shown this one to you before, but just to show anyone else. Sapling there. Okay. And yeah, this is just a big elevator that I made for myself because I got tired of using a tiny one. Okay, just toss that in there. And that makes... Yep, too fast again. It makes pulp, which can be pressed into cardboard, which, well, is needed for all of the cardboard stuff. And yeah, over here we just have a giant machine that does blasting, which basically cooks stuff on belts or depots or such. Washing as well. And yeah, it's going really slow before them to, well, actually give it time enough to process them. But to speed things up, this arm here will pick up any metals, put them in here, and then just speed them along. Here we have smoking for cooking, and haunting for, well, haunting. And this last bit that I was working on was for making the start of blaze cakes. I probably could put... Actually, are there any other stuff I can make with that? Let's see. Compacting, honey blocks, ice, already being done elsewhere. Actually, no, it's not. But I could make this with the other setup over there. Chocolate. And yeah, these recipes specifically need these these basins to work in, because they need to be mixed together instead of just a single thing needing to be underneath these. And, well, fluids, you can't really pour those over a belt to have it work. Yeah, blaze cake base. That's the main reason I was making these. Because if you, well, pour lava in them, you get these blaze cakes. Which, well, is probably an easier way. Maybe not an easier way, but it is a... It is a way... Oh, right, yeah, now I remember. I should have one or two ready. Yeah, here. Just as a bit of a comparison.
Easy way to do what?
Yeah. This is how the blaze burners look when they are fed any burnable. Or something that they can use for fuel. Like charcoal, coal, and such. Okay. But when you feed them a blaze cake... It's going to show this here with the alchemy ones. Where there, they become superheated.
Oh.
Which for the case of boilers counts as 2 levels of heat. Because for each of these levels you need, well, the, it needs to be big enough, it needs to be fed enough water, it needs enough heat. And if you only have a single blaze burner under there, it'll only give one level of heat. And if you put 9 passive blaze burners under there, it'll only still count as one level. You specifically need to feed them to get more heat. But yeah, with blaze cakes, you could use less burners. And let me actually test something. Because it does show another level that it could be. So if I feed one of these... Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, so that's how you could reach a level 10 boiler. You need 5 blaze burners that get fed blaze cakes. And, well, all you need for that... hello there. All you need for that is wheat... egg... No, not wheat. You need eggs. Or, well, I'm going to have plenty of eggs out of this, as you can see. Slowly but surely. Yeah, you need eggs, sugar, and cinder flour, which you get by crushing netherrack. And, well, since I've been digging around in the nether for ancient debris, means that I have more than plenty of netherrack. This is even after I've dumped out a frick ton of it, just for it to be just in the trash to unclog the system, because it's already pretty full, as you can see.
Oh dear. Also, I think I just realized the skin you're using.
Yep.
Is it... Okay. Is it supposed to be you or Guybrush?
It's Guybrush.
Yeah, I was thinking Guybrush earlier, but then got unsure about the beard, but then realized, oh, it's Minecraft. They added a beard, and of course it would look like that.
Okay, yeah. This netherite diving stuff, as long as there's air in the system, which you can just get by putting it underneath a cogwheel or such, or a shaft to fuel it, you can go underwater. And, well, with the netherite version, netherite leggings included, because otherwise you'd be burning your legs, you can also go into lava.
Oh.
So, yeah, let me just jump in for a bit. This one is set to pick stuff up. Where'd my... Okay, I know I had more torches earlier, but I must have placed them somewhere. Yeah, with the boots, we can go deeper without needing to swim down. Though, of course, to get up, you need to put them back to get up easier. It's a good idea to to take them back off.
That's a lot of cats.
Yeah, there's even more. And yeah, over here, a first attempt at a train. Let me park you guys over here for a bit. There. And yeah, this is just simple potion making over here. Got a basin where I can just throw in nether warts. From this little farm here, we'll need to make an automated one of this as well. There. And yeah, here's the cobblestone generator. You can see that it's inactive because it's getting a signal from this one here. Because, let's be honest, if I had this thing running non-stop into my system, it would flood it with cobblestone. Why is it not getting sent? Where's the frog from here? Okay. Did that somehow get broken or something, or did I forget to put it back? Okay, simple recipe. There. It needs to be connected to the conveyors. Send only, nothing's supposed to come here. And yeah, same with this kelp farm. As long as there's enough in here, it'll stop so it doesn't flood everything with everything. Yep. And yeah, here we have two contraptions of mine. This one is for laying train tracks for, well, the trains. And as you can see, there's already a bit of it going. All the way over here to this next village here, with a loop around if needed. And yeah, the reason I've got this portal marked out, well, I can show that by just going into the nether on this side. This contraption I use for tunneling, though I'm going to upgrade it to being 4 high, so that I can put these above each other. These are mostly to, well, block off lava and water flow, which can break the minecart, and thus, well, stop the entire contraption. And yeah, over here is just general stuff being needed that I just I just throw it in here instead of having it go into the system and then call it back, pull it out afterwards. Crushing, pressing, sandpaper, casing making, precision mechanism. And over here, this one is for making these sturdy sheets, which are used to make train casings. Which is, well, for train stuff. Which I still only really dip my toes into. The most I've done with it is, well, make that train over there. And the rail track. But yeah. Let me jump into the nether quickly. I probably should have thrown these into the mixer earlier, but oh well. I'll do that on the way back. And yeah, the golems keep going in and out of this one, so I might need to seal it off. Hello. I'm pretty sure you're rare. A semi-legendary, maybe? A Larvesta. I've heard... I'm not as familiar with the later generations as I am up to generations 3 and 4, but I still recognize the look of this one. Yeah, quick balls. 5 times capture rate on the first turn of battle. Different balls, different effects, like Pokemon reeled in with a Poké Rod. Just base stronger, but also requiring more resources, of course, with some of these. Okay, let's see if I can get lucky with this one. I do. Okay. And yeah, I've got these 3 here. Each of them is holding an experience share, so that they, well, get experience and get levels, so I can fill in the Pokedex. Over here. Charizard, Caterpie, just all of these. There's still a bunch more that I need to see, but different ones spawn in different biomes, so I do need to go traveling around for that. And we don't have a mod like Waystones for teleportation.
Oh.
Do need to be a bit careful, because Pokemon can get killed in lava.
Oh, yeah, that definitely be careful. And now the question is, can you still ride and fly with the Pokemon? I think that's as a yes.
Yep.
At least that makes it less painful of not having teleportation stones.
Yeah. Okay, put you back in there. And I think you can guess where this is going to go.
Oh no.
Yep, it's a little train station I'm sort of built. Still needs to be actually worked on and everything. But yeah, basically the idea we had was that we'd tie things together. Okay, got message back from Zerri. They are good with streaming the server.
Alright, that's good.
But yeah, basically we're going to be using the rail systems to travel between everyone's bases. Zerri's is all the way over here. But yeah, they want to connect over to this village here, which I haven't discovered. I got their marker from Zerri, but I haven't gone there myself yet. And yeah, since in the Nether you travel 8 times faster, or one block of distance in the Nether is 8 blocks of distance in the overworld. So yeah, that is why we have trains going from the villages themselves over to our places, or will have that. But the actual travel between the villages or cities will be through the Nether, because let's be honest, this is like, yeah, 3,000 blocks of distance.
Yeah, that's way too much work, and oh boy, I do not dare to guess the lag it could cause.
Yeah. But in the Nether, that would be reduced down to some 500 blocks. It needs to load in again.
Does that be lucky to make sure you land on the other side of the Nether on the proper spot? Like, it'd be awkward to land in the sea.
Yeah. Which is... Well, this isn't the portal for that village, but I am going to go over there eventually. It should be somewhere around here. Then... Actually, it would be easier to go to Zerri's at the moment and continue traveling from there. So let's get Pidgeot out again.
Let's gonna check the time here.
Yeah, we still got about an hour and 15 if we go for the 4 hours total. But yeah, let's travel over to Zerri's, take a look over there. Do I have obsidian with me? I do not. Oh well, at least we can explore the place for the location for a where to build a train station. And yeah, you can sort of sprint when riding Pokemon, but it does use up a stamina bar, as you can see above the inventory, or the quick bar, however you would call it. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay, how did it... Okay, get off there. Cycle to this. I'm still a bit annoyed that you can't go from this straight back to this. You need to go through the selfie mode. Okay, it's a bit more accurate. There. Confirm. And yeah, as you can see on the map, there's also Pokemon down here in the Nether.
I saw that earlier. So with the one you captured.
Yep.
But good God.
Of course, it's mostly fire types.
Makes sense.
And yeah, here we are at Zerri's. Not sure what this is doing. Okay, she obviously knows some things that I don't. Okay, this is her lava farm. Or... Let's see, it feeds into this. It feeds into... Okay, there's a filter on there. So that it'll only make certain recipes. Okay, that gets put into there. Okay. Oh, it's her andesite farm. Cobble-Gen. Pressing, mixing, smelting. All of the stuff. It's put into these vaults. And yeah, they're a bit more organized with their structure over here. Okay, this is more... I'm guessing this is where they're going to be harvesting apricorns from all of the, well, apricorn logs. Okay, and that over there, that's something they call their control tower, I believe. I haven't been up there yet. Let's see. I don't think you need stock links on stuff that automatically feeds into the system. Though... Okay, so that's their crushing inventory. Jigglypuff. I think they forgot to wax the door. Let's have a look.
What? Wax the door?
So that it doesn't oxidize. Okay, yeah, this is their control room, or their control room to be. There it is. Okay, I have heard that it's advised not to use too many for the same stuff with these. It is easier to, or at least not to have them set to certain values to be created, because it'll double up on the it'll double up on the orders to make stuff if you have two gauges that demand one stack of iron each, so to speak.
Ah, okay.
Fully healed. Nope, big one. Let's swap you out for Blaziken. Because they're an actual fighter. Okay, just flamethrower and be done. There aren't any... There is a TM's add-on that you can get for Cobblemon, but apparently it's broken. So, yeah, no using that. Okay. Put all of these away. Okay, let's get Arcanine. Okay, so not too far away. A bunch of horses over there. And yeah, most of these I've already captured or got their evolutions of. Yeah, Arcanine is a bit speedier than Pidgeot, huh?
Yeah, they can't not fly, but it is fast on land.
Yeah. I believe that the actual speed stats does have an effect on how fast something goes. Let me actually see. 164, 132. Let's do a quick test with this. So pull you back, call you. I'm moving this up and down with the arrow keys. Okay, it's also to do with species, I'm guessing, because if it was only the speed stat, then Blaziken would be going a lot faster than Arcanine would. And yeah, if you exhaust their stamina, it's going to be a while until they can run again. And it just looks dumb.
Yeah, it looks rather dumb.
Okay, I'll get off your back. You don't need a Mankey on your back. Okay. And yeah, whichever one you have actually selected is the one you'll fight with. Yep. They'll drop stuff, as you can see, that you can use for making other stuff. Call you back. Okay. And this village is actually looking a lot better than I thought it would. Maybe because the villages I've been dealing with have been rather dull. Let's see, got a forge here. That might be a good spot. Though it would probably be best if it were... Actually, this would be the best area for a train station, I think.
Yeah, if it's next to the village where you will want a train station.
Okay. Got a bit of a castle. Okay.
Or keep? Castle to keep
Stone
something?
keep.
Oh dear.
I am still a bit unsure on if to ever stream that game or not. Okay. Oh, oh, definitely taking that. Let's see, what can we make with that? Nether stars. Okay. Also, these golden loot chests from Looter, those have instanced contents. So if one player loots them, it doesn't stay empty for others. Let's have a quick look. Quick snack.
You gotta eat the candle?
No, the cake.
You just grabbed the candle instead of the cake.
I think it broke off because it was standing on top of it. Let's see. Defenses. Okay. Yeah, this will be the best spot for a train station here, and hello there. Yeah, this is a Stonjourneur. A page are trying to jump scare me with it or something. Okay. And yeah. Alright then. If I had obsidian with me, I could make a portal right now, but I'll do that another time. For now, let's do this outside of the map, so they'll actually do it on the spot I'm at. There. Okay. Then let's get both of you back. Arcanine. And head back to Zerri's place. Zerri's place, but... And I don't really think I have too much else to showcase then.
Yeah, I started to feel like that, hence why I checked about time.
So yeah, let's just head back, give the place one more look over. And yeah, then we can call it for today.
Yeah, a bit shorter than usual, but we gonna stream again tomorrow anyway, so it's not a biggie.
Yeah.
It's again Captain's decision, and I'm still gonna be happy for it. Again, I like it. I really like us streaming together. So, again, I view our streamers as spending time together as friends.
Yeah. Okay. Back to Pidgeot. Okay. And yeah, one way to tell that a Pokemon is rideable is if they have this symbol over here.
Alright.
So, let's head on back to that fortress. I was lucky enough to have spawn in on a bastion. Wait, aren't those? Okay. I'm pretty sure these aren't supposed to spawn, because they count as hostile mobs. The piglins still do, but yeah, it's probably a classification for that. Though they don't attack if you don't wear any gold. I'm curious if they will attack people, or if they won't attack people who have gold trim material armor on. Probably will, but there might be a mod that has them not do that. Okay. Yeah, luckily there's not too much danger to flying around. The only risk I think you really have is if you disconnect for some reason or something.
Oh.
It's of course a bigger danger for some people than others.
Yeah, disconnecting over lava? No thank you.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll have to check around with other flyers for who might be faster or not. There. Okay. I kind of want to test if we take... Well, we can test it over there. There. It's a good thing to have feather falling on this, huh? But just to be absolutely safe, keeping one of these on hand, because I've died to lava plenty before. I was trying to catch up to my digger. You can even see clearly in this with the helmet. Okay, is that damaging? It is slowly damaging, it looks like. Okay, so that is something to keep in mind. Oh, and apparently the air supply starts being used the moment you step into lava. Okay. Anything of use in here? Not generated yet. I don't get why that happens, but oh well. There. Okay. Let's head on back. Give another look around through the factory. Okay. There used to be a lot more of these iron golems, so I'm guessing a bunch of them fell into the lava.
Possibly.
Let's use Pidgeot to get a better overview of everything. So, yeah. Farm that's currently inactive. Berry farm. Apricorn farm. All of the pros... Oh, right. These over here. Yeah, to not flood the system with trying to make iron out of cobblestone and such, I've got these set up here, specifically to do it instead of the big machine over there in the distance. So yeah, this one, again, it uses the same principle. If it overflows, it's set to pause itself. So let me get off for a sec. There. Okay, it's empty now, but that's because I've turned it off manually. But yeah, cobblestone generator gets crushed down into gravel, and then it gets washed for iron nuggets and flint. Flint gets dropped down into lava underneath all of that. This is a bit more complicated. This one makes... was it azurine? Yeah, azurine it makes. So this makes... This is a zinc generator. And yeah, also a cobblestone generator on top. But this breaks it down to gravel, then sand, which also makes flint and clay as byproducts, which, well, are needed to make azurine. And at the moment, it's low on clay. And overstuffed on flint. So yeah, another reason I might need to make a clay generator. Just to help unclog these systems. But yeah, that gets mixed together, gets crushed. Then we get zinc nuggets or crushed zinc. It is a percentage-based one. Like it's not always going to give the stuff. It's 30% chance of each. And yeah, not to waste time on everything. All of the nuggets get sorted out over here. Let me put this away for a sec. So yeah, all of the crushed ore gets put in front of the washer, and just the nuggets themselves already. They get washed into nuggets, but the nuggets that are already there, they bypass that. And yeah, I'm planning to make one for Viridium as well. But I'll need to make a little lava farm underneath that. Or just make a bigger lava farm, put it under everything and feed everything from there. Okay, good job again. And yeah, this is just a giant clock. It's going with the in-game time. So, yeah, it would be just 5:45 in game. Probably in the morning because the sun is there, and in the east, so it's rising. Yeah, 6 a.m. And yeah, the digger or the track layer, which 5x5 because trains can be or they are 5 high. But just to be sure to have extra space, it's also 5 wide, since you can build off the side of them. The tunneler. And yeah, my magic, my alchemy section here. It's pretty basic at the moment. This one is just for making... where did I put it? Not putting it down there. Where did I put the nether warts? Did I lose it or am I just being blind? Oh, it's over here. Always the last place you check, huh? Or the least expected. Okay, just throw that in there. Doesn't do anything on its own, so that's why this is here. Okay, the server's being a bit laggy again. Probably because of all of this. I probably should space it out a bit more. Okay, server's just having a lag spike.
Oh dear.
Stretch. Okay, there we go. Heat that up. That gets turned into awkward potion, which this filter, or the smart fluid pipe, pulls out into the storage tank, which goes down low. So yeah, 112, 113 potion buckets of awkward potion. And yeah, that can then be put into this one, where I can, well, mix it with other stuff after feeding the burner. And then gets pulled out to whatever storage tanks I have up here. This one is Potion of Healing level 2. And, well, Potion of Fire Resist level 2. Let's see. Do I have anything that can quickly be made? Fire resistance. So there. Just need some fuel. Okay, that gets mixed together. And there. Okay. If I turn this, it'll fill the other half. Only one bucket of each fluid can be in one of these at once. And yeah. Actually, if I recall correctly, it's redstone that needs to be added to make the extended version. Okay, if that was the right one, then if I do this... Yeah, there we go. It starts getting drained out because the filters block anything that isn't already in one of the tanks. Okay. Or... right, yeah. These feed into these spouts, where I can just easily... do I have any bottles with me? Or empty bottles, that is. Nah, screw it. Actually, keeping that one. There. And there we go. Potion of Fire Resistance extended.
Nice.
And I may as well show off the lift a bit.
Very nice lift, I have to say.
Thank you. And yeah, it goes all the way down to bedrock. And this is an area I still need to work on a bit, but basically I plan to do most of my mining from around here. And as you can see, I've already been a bit busy with the miner. Let me actually get...
Oh.
There we go. It calculates how high or at what elevation you are with this, depending on the blocks above you. So, yeah. I've gone a bit of distance with these.
Oh dear gods.
Ooh, there's a sable eye over there. Let's see.
You mean the one that's inspired by the Dover demon?
Not sure about that, but they should be somewhere around here. Yeah, probably above. Or are they below? There isn't much below this. Okay, they must be somewhere above with how much they're walking around. So there has to be a tunnel around here somewhere. There we go. And there they are.
Yeah, that's the one. It apparently inspired by a cryptid, the Dover demon.
Okay, put that candle away. Get a fastball or quick ball. Blaziken's doing camouflage. Yep. Okay, no luck on that. Oh well, I have a whole stack of these things. And even more being made.
I heard people say it's inspired by Dover demon, but for me it looks like almost like one of those I forgot the place, but none of those goblinoid like aliens attacked someone's house in the 80s or something, or the 60s. I forgot.
Okay. Now, so for some reason, the fourth option there was removed. Let's see. Mean look. Okay, escape is no longer an option, so let's remove that. Or no, what else? Item is removed? Okay. And yes, I need to replace this thing, but I already got some backups. There. Let's see, anything in there? Broke free, no longer escape. Okay, maybe a glitch or something, or some ability. And yes, it would help to weaken them, but just look at the level difference. It's almost inverted.
And none of your other Pokemon can do anything against it.
Well, they could, but they run the risk of getting knocked out themselves. I do want to get a Pokemon that has access to False Swipe, but since there's no TMs and such, it only works with Pokemon that naturally learn False Swipe, like Sceptile. There we go. And yeah, basically my strategy with most of these is hope that the quick ball gets them, otherwise just chuck something else at them until I can use timer balls. Which will get stronger the longer a fight takes, up to, well, 4 times at turn 10.
Oh. So that's how the time ball works.
Yep.
I remember I was a kid and other friends hated time balls, but they never able to figure out how they worked.
Okay.
I think it was around where they were just starting to learn English.
Okay, that helps explain a bit as well, yeah.
Yeah, I do also think it was also badly explained as well.
It doesn't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't fully explain how exactly or how fast a timer ball got stronger and such. So yeah, fully agree on that. Oh, one thing I should also show these, in case I didn't show it, these toolboxes. They can hold 8, let's see, 6, yeah, 8 different things, which you can then just call to your hand like this. And if there's, as long as there's supply in these, it'll get refilled from your hand. Like 32, 32, 32. Really useful for building.
Yeah.
And you can stick non-create stuff in there for, well, decoration and such. A little enchanting area over here. Not that there's too much use for it, other than like feather falling and stuff. Though, yeah, on breaking, that would be really useful on all of these, since that's, well, lowers the breakage rate. Yeah, extendo grip. There it is. Okay, this tool is pretty useful. It does it does use air pressure from a back tank, otherwise it'll use its own durability. But it gives, if you put it in your offhand, you get a much extended range. Because if I put it away, of course I can't reach that from here. And then again, and yeah, this is pretty simple. This is just turning the systems on and off. Copper isn't made yet. But yeah. On. And yeah. The reason I have these redstone torches here is so that it inverses the signal. Or rather, it actually... Basically, when this says on, the machine itself will also be on. So let me show that quick. And I think we can call it then.
Yeah, probably that's why it's getting unsure how much else there is to show.
So that's busy. Like, all of this still runs whenever I turn it on. It's just the cobble generator feeding everything that gets turned off. Because I have more than plenty of power to go. Oop. Heard something break downstairs.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So yeah. This is becoming active again. One thing I probably should show as well. I've touched it a few times now already. Bit more auto crafting. Yeah, these things, the stock tickers. This is very useful because, well, I've been showing what it does. You can use it to order stuff and have it be sent to places like Crush. That's using this clipboard over here.
Oh, nice.
Because you can use it to, well, make stuff, markable stuff on here. I should keep that off since it needs to be built still. Remove all checked. But it can also save up addresses of those, of these frogs here. So if I were to, it already has this one registered. But you can use that to, well, register the locations where they could be sent to. And, well, then you can just stick it over here. And in an area around it, I think, it lets you just call up the, call those up here. So, yeah. It's also pretty useful. I'll probably clean this up some other time to make it not so much of a spaghetti mess. But, yeah. Probably build it upwards quite a bit. Add a few more layers with the scaffolding. And yeah, I think that's about it for all the things to show. It's not complete yet, this factory. It is mostly complete. Like over here, I still need to make a lava spout. Then again, what can we actually use? Okay, we can make chocolate glazed berries, builder's tea. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Glowstone, honeyed apple, milk bottles. Blaze cakes. Gunpowder from potion of harming and cinder flower. Okay.
But I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, yeah, we can call it here.
Yeah. I've been hesitant to speak a few times because I really do not want who like to accidentally interrupt people.
If you gotta go, just go. But yeah, that'll be it for this extra bit of stream. And yeah, even though we said that we'd take tomorrow off if we beat Port of Ruin, I just want to get started on Order of Ecclesia.
I'm same here. I was thinking I should let him rest, but I mentioned if he wants to anyway, he may. Just to really show you I'm open for it.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, feel free to rush off, then I'll end the stream solo. Let's see. Let's go look for someone to raid. It's not too busy.
I said, Anna, be safe everyone, and see you all tomorrow.
Thank you, Zakir. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Or later tonight if we do a show or something.
Yeah, we have to ask less.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, be safe all.
Anything. Really? Profound Badness is playing a Catwoman game. Okay. Let's see. Talos Principle, Dyson Sphere Program, Sons of the Forest, a Dynalope with Indigo Park. I heard that the second chapter of that got announced recently. I don't think it's been released. Double check that the place is muted. Yes, it is. Let's see. Yeah, again, Profound Badness with Catwoman, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Elden Ring Night Ring, which is a roguelite version, or no, fully roguelike, whatever, I believe. I've heard people are a bit more 50-50 on that. I have seen some of Indigo Park before, so don't know if this is just a new version or... Oh no, this is the first chapter, yeah. Alright, then let's see... Anyone new with playing something interesting? No. Okay, let's go say hi to DJ Nerd then, or NRRD. Okay, there. Okay, channel / raid and paste. Yep. Okay. But before we start, of course, thank you everyone who has been watching now or later. Thank you, Little Crazy Jess. Thank you, Reef the Leaf, for joining in. And thank you, Tatum and Sanoon. And yeah, thanks as always to Drakir, even though I had to take off early. And yeah, tomorrow we get started on Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, and I hope I will enjoy it as much as I remember enjoying it, outside of getting my teeth kicked in by the bosses. And yeah, Monday, maybe multiplayer, depending on who is available and such. We'll still have to see when Liz will be available for streams again. So we might have to move the Borderlands to something else. Definitely we'll have to move Crosscode to other days as well. And yeah, outside of that, Tuesday, we continue with Batman Arkham Origins. And Wednesday, maybe a special showcase. We are running a bit low on games to showcase, or the list I had prepared for showcase. I'll have to check for any new games that I bought that I haven't tried out yet to maybe add to the list as well. But if not, then maybe we'll do an extended showcase to just get the games we've got ready shown, and move on to other streams on Wednesday. Okay. But for now, yeah, let's get this raid started, and yeah. Thank you all again for watching, and until next time, have a nice day, and until then. And outro.